Hi there, I'm Pam McGinnis, and we are here at the Dayton Playhouse on a sort of the set of our upcoming production of To Kill a Mockingbird. And joining me is the director, Tim Rezash. Tim, To Kill a Mockingbird, I mean, it's a classic. We all read it in, what, 8th or 9th grade?
Probably, yes.
And talk about this. This is a different version of To Kill a Mockingbird.
It is. It is actually the brand new version. It premiered in Broadway at the end of last year. It is written by Aaron Sorkin, who you might remember from The West Wing, A Few Good Men, and it is, I like to tell the cast when we're rehearsing, we need to Sorkinize this, because if you remember The West Wing, it's very quick. It's very funny in some sections, and then all of a sudden, you know, the bottom drops out and it's very sad. It's a great kind of reimagining of the story that we all know. It takes place technically about 20 years after the original events in 1934, because it's a memory play.
Okay.
So what happens is the three children who are kind of central to the plot,
Scout,
Jem and Dill,
yeah.
they are now around 30 years old. And they tell the story to the audience, which is great because it provides a little more immediacy. So rather than watching actors who are just staying, you know, with each other on stage, the three adult children, if you will, they actually interact directly with the audience and narrate the story. When it's appropriate, they will then jump into the scene as 30-somethings who are acting like they are 8, 10, and 12.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's very, very exciting. The story itself, of course, is the same. So the Harper Lee novel is, the plot line is all there. The convention of turning it into a memory play, though, is what kind of makes it really special.
Are the characters generally the same?
For the most part, they are. There are a few characters in this new version that were in the original novel, but not necessarily showcased in the original script, the one that we've seen before. And there are other characters that might be slightly modified than they might have been before. So for the most part, you're hearing and seeing the exact same story from a different perspective.
To Kill a Mockingbird, and here's the really special part, is that this is the first community theater to present Aaron Sorkin's version of To Kill a Mockingbird. So you want to come see this. And the show on Broadway took away many Tony Awards,
It took away many Tony Awards, and I believe, unless something changed in the past few weeks, it is the front runner for box office sales for a non-musical in the history of Broadway.
Yeah, that's great. So now you want the good information. That is tickets, dates. Opens November 1st, runs through
The 17th?
And that's worth noting because at the Dayton Playhouse, usually straight plays run 2 weekends. This is running 3 weekends because we know everyone's going to want to come see this. You don't have to go to New York City. You can come to the Wegerson Garden Center, to the Dayton Playhouse, and see this fabulous show. For tickets, just go to our website, www.DaytonPlayhouse.com, and you'll see all the information you need. And this is a show you don't want to miss. Talk to us a little about your cast and crew.
Yeah, the cast is phenomenal. It's interesting, as many people might remember, we were scheduled last spring to do the original To Kill a Mockingbird, and without belaboring the point, there was a rights dispute and we were asked to not perform the play.
Right.
And that was really heartbreaking to a lot of the cast and the crew who had put energy in. It was canceled just before the show needed to start. So it wasn't as if nobody had put work into it. They put a lot of work in. And when we did the new production, because we mentioned some of the characters a little different, we don't have children now, we have child adults, I decided that we needed to cast the show from scratch. The interesting and kind of fun thing about it is roughly 1/3 of the new cast are actors who were in that original company, who were not able to perform. They may not all be in the same role, because since the characters have shifted a little bit, some of the things you're looking for are a little different. Roughly a third of the cast are kind of regular faces at the Playhouse, so people you might have seen in other shows. And about a third of the cast are people who've never performed on this stage before.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
it's really kind of
Yeah.
fun for us to have that mix.
Yeah.
We always love to have new people. We're always looking for fresh faces and people we haven't seen before. We're just really excited.
That's great. Again, November 1st through the 17th, Fridays and Saturdays, shows are at 8 p.m., Sundays, matinees at 2 p.m. To Kill a Mockingbird. You don't want to miss this one.